Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel. We're going to get into a collective love reading today, okay? So if you like what you hear, if this resonates, give me a thumbs up. If you like the channel, go ahead, subscribe, okay? But I want to thank you all who does watch the videos and who have subscribed, okay? Thank you. So let's get into this collective love reading, okay? So I get for some of you were kind of like in despair, okay? So something could have really hurt you. And this is what your overall energy is, okay? So something really hurt you. You were kind of suffering in this because you made it feel like I was giving too much to this, or the other person wasn't giving enough, or we were arguing, we just couldn't see eye to eye, we weren't getting along. So therefore you choose to remove yourself from the equation. For some of you, you could have found out some things, and these were some things in detail. You could have caught your person up, you could have seen them doing something, and maybe you kept it a secret. However, but you feel like I'm no longer suffering in this, and you've also gained the strength to walk away, and you feel like you are trying to find what makes you happy, okay? So you could feel like, even though I just went through this, I am trying to make sure I heal, I protect myself, I allow myself to look forward to another relationship, but after I healed myself, and then I find what makes me happy. Like, your overall happiness is very important to you right now. So some of you have definitely let go. Some of you could also feel like, I'm not sure if I want to let go, but you have already detached, okay? So some of you have already detached, and because you have detached, soon you're going to fully let go. That's what I see, okay? So let's go ahead and get all the way in. You set some boundaries up because you were feeling burdened, okay? You set boundaries up. So your boundaries could have been where I normally jump for this person, where I normally answer the phone call, where I normally respond to text. I don't do that anymore. I'm setting up boundaries. Where I would normally know that this person is not being the person I need them to be, and I go ahead and do whatever for them, I'm no longer doing that. You have also started to tell this person no. So no can be very significant in this reading. I'm seeing some of you kind of be very moody towards your person, snappy because you're over it. So some of you could live together. Now, I do see where some of you could be planning to find your own place, and maybe your person don't know about that, but you are definitely wanting to get away from this person, okay? So even though you felt burdened, you have found a solution so that you don't feel burdened. I'm packing my bags, I'm leaving, I'm packing my heart, and I'm taking it with me. I'm packing all the things that I do, my generosity, I'm stopping it because I am over this connection in the relationship. Some of you have a fear of leaving, so this could be a deep commitment or a marriage, okay? There's a fear of leaving for some of you, but I get strongly, even though you have that fear, allow yourself to be available to move forward, all right? It's going to be definitely important for some of you to move forward, okay? Now, some of you might be able to work this out. Maybe you get through these things, you jump over the hump, you get through the hoops and loops, and then you're fine. But for some of you, it's very important to walk away, okay? And it's very important to be available for whatever God or the universe, whichever one you believe in, has available for you, okay? There are some things that are available for you, but you could also feel like this person is holding you back. This person is holding me back financially. This person is holding me back with my careers. This person is holding me back with my dreams. I'm being held back, and so I need to walk away. Now, some of you are starting to be grounded, okay? And like I said, the overall energy was, you're coming out of the despair. You don't want to suffer in this no more. You want to move forward. So I see where some of you were all over the place because you could have found something out. You could have heard about something about social media being important too. So maybe you saw your person on something, or maybe you saw your person with another person on social media. Something about social media was very big in this reading, okay? So maybe you saw your person commenting to someone or messaging with someone, and it really pissed you off, okay? And it was like, nope, this is the last straw. I'm done. I've been nice to this person. Some of you could have been dealing with a person that was behind bars, and you decided to let this go because it's like I was everything to them. I wrote them letters, I visited them, or I sent them money, or I was moral support. You could have been very supportive to whoever this person was that was incarcerated, and then when they got out, they overlooked you, okay? So there's quite a few scenarios with this, and whatever fit with you, let it resonate. If it don't try to make it fit, okay? Now, like I said, there was some suffering going on, and you're kind of like super over it. You have learned to balance yourself. You have learned want to get out of that despair. And so you have centered and grounded yourself very, very well. Some of you are almost there. You're getting there. So you're doing things like cutting this person off, stop talking to this person. You're starting to kind of ignore this person, be moody. It's because you're getting ready to break away. Almost like a chain that's about to break. You're going to feel so free. You won't feel overwhelmed. You'll feel fine. You won't feel like I'm losing out on something, because you're going to realize I can gain many better things in life than this, okay? So some of you are starting to feel like I have isolated myself because I want to be alone so that I can get my thoughts together. You might feel like I'm better off being alone than being in a messy situation, a confrontational situation, a third party situation. You could feel like I am better off alone. I can treat myself better. I can love myself better. And like I said, you are getting that grounding, okay? You're getting new beginnings, all right? New beginnings are coming in your life because you don't want this anymore. You're moving forward. A new beginning is what I'm pulling for some of you is you're having a divorce, okay? You're filing for divorce. That's your new beginning. Some of you are ending the commitment. Some of you are ending a lease or a term or something that you shared. Somebody could have even returned the car back. I see where there was like a vehicle being shared. And maybe you gave that car back to them like, I don't even want the damn car. I just want my peace. So some of you really want your peace. You're going to go forward towards that. Okay, I get that you might have a supportive system around you. Some of you could have a supportive system. Now, some of you don't have a supportive system. So you're kind of doing this based on what you think is right for your heart, your mental space, your clarity. And then some of you have a very great supportive system where you're kind of like talking. You might have a friend and you're like, girl, I'm over this guy. I'm walking away. Some of you might have a great male friend that you talk to and you're like, hey, homie, I just can't do this anymore. And they are giving some great support. Now, some of you could have a friend that's jealous in the middle of this, okay? And that friend might say, girl, just stay there. Or your homie might say, you know what, hey, stay there and keep going. Like, no, somebody is okay with watching you be down, okay? And so that's something that you definitely don't want. You don't want that, all right? Now, moving forward, I do see that people come your way. So there is some competition out there for you, meaning that there's quite a few people when you do open up, okay? Not saying that as soon as you break off from this, you're going to be open up, you're going to be dating, you're looking for things. However, when you decide to open up, when you are ready, when you want to move forward, you are going to see that people are coming after you, okay? They're going to want to get to talk to you. Some of you, I see, you're just going to have a friendship. Let's just establish a really nice friendship, and that is all. I don't want anything else besides the friendship, okay? And so then also, you're going to feel like life has forced me to be great because of what I've been through. Life has forced me to go ahead and move forward, okay? I'm moving forward. I'm moving in a better direction. I'm not holding on to what doesn't hold on to me, okay? Some of you could feel like you weren't celebrated enough in the relationship, okay? And you could have felt like I need a rest from this. This is not good. And somebody felt very entitled to you. Now, I also see where you're going to be able to get some more partnerships in love, okay? Partnerships in love. You're going to get some compassion. You're going to be able to compromise with someone, because I feel like for some of you, you couldn't compromise with this person, okay? Now, I also get some of you may not be in contact right now, okay? Something about blocking or something about just overlooking this person, not talking to them. Somebody's going to end up reaching out to some of your family, okay? And maybe one of your friends to be like, my whole purpose is to be with her or with him, and they're not answering my calls. Can you talk to them? And that family member is going to get harsh with them and be like, no, I know everything that my family member went through. I know everything that my sibling went through, and my sibling confided in me, and I know what you have been doing and what you haven't been doing. So if she or he is not talking to you, you must need to move forward so that she can or he can move forward, okay? It's going to be kind of like that, all right? All right, so they are definitely upset. So they feel like they have some decisions too, especially if you have walked away from them, okay? They do not want to endure a loss with them, okay, with you. They don't want to endure this loss, and they're so upset. They want to talk. They want to hang out. They want to come meet you, and you're just kind of like, no, 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 no. Some of you have become very bored with this relationship, and you're so over it because there was a lot of deceit, okay? And you don't want the deceit and the deception no more, all right? You don't don't want the lies anymore. And you just, some of you found out about this deceit, and some of you are kind of like, how dare he or how dare she go lay down with another person and we are trying to build something, or how dare he or how dare she go text someone else and they're showing me and telling me that they love me, and then there's all this deceit. Okay, so you're kind of like, I'm over it. All right. As far as the contact, you feel like, I feel ashamed. If I take this person's call, I feel ashamed. I feel like I'm going over what my beliefs are and what my morals are. So you're not going to take contact from this person. Okay, something wakes you up in regards to this relationship, to where you either have an awakening or an epiphany or something, to where you start to learn how to appreciate life. Now, this person did not appreciate the relationship. They're not going to appreciate that contact. If they should contact you and you decide to talk to them, they're not going to appreciate that contact. Okay. All right, collective. So that is the love reading that I have for you. You're definitely moving on. Okay. Some of you might work it out, but most of you, what I see, you're moving on. You're over this person. You definitely are. Okay. That concludes the reading. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment if it resonates. Don't be a stranger. You can subscribe if you like. And also, if you think this video will help someone, don't be afraid to share it to them. Okay. Thank you. Bye.